Hi, I'm Phil Braun, VP of Life Sciences at NECI. I haven't always been on this side of the business. I began my career at Merck Pharmaceuticals back in the early 90s, and the profound transformation and what's possible with digital has impacted our daily lives. The term digital transformation may be overused, but the important part really is transformation. So while it has dramatically transformed the speed of development and startup to manufacture the vaccine, it's not at the expense of quality, because the end output of quality is always the objective of a life sciences company. Command of the data from the very get-go relative to the process, the technology underlying all of those systems, it actually feeds the end point of quality assurance. So the speed and the quality are tied, and the reality is we've set a new bar for the future. But really over the last 5 years, one of our key focus has been looking at the process development labs and really understanding how they operate. It was eye-opening in the beginning to see how much work scientists would put into accessing the data around their experiments. We observed things like jump drives and data moving from computer to computer, where if your colleague was away, you couldn't get to the output of an experiment. We observed brilliant scientists transcribing data from paper onto an Excel spreadsheet to make meaning of it. We've looked at really connecting all those islands of data within a process development lab such that real-time data just comes to you. We recognize the real opportunity to help scientists get to their science more often, helping to drive better science more quickly. Digital transformation, IoT, sometimes used interchangeably. Personally, we're very used to IoT because we're constantly tied to sensing and measuring things like our heart rate. NECI's core business has long been at the front lines of doing that measurement, and that's where the journey begins. So sensing turns into control, turns into data, that turns into information, and it brings it to you wherever you are. Your plant is now, and its health and the health of the assets are released, so they're not buried in your plant or buried on paper or buried in someone's mind or in their desk. It's in your back pocket at all times. The amount of potential we have to impact our clients' business is unparalleled. Healthcare, what's possible with medicine, the diseases we can get after, COVID is a leading edge showing us what's possible for other rare diseases. Companies like Moderna were already working on these new groundbreaking therapies. They just weren't well known to the general public. Now it's daily news to talk about vaccine development. We've been doing this for 25 years. They made a commitment to digital that was transformational 5 years ago, 10 years ago. What has occurred, and we're on the very edge of it now with these vaccines being approved, a year ago that vaccine wasn't even in development. Typical vaccines take 10 to 15 to 20 years to come to market. The digital stack we provide as NECI is foundational to the process development and clinical manufacturing of things like the COVID vaccine.